Hello, everyone. This is Monique Linnell with Monique Linnell's Living with a Purpose blog. And today's Monday motivation is patience while you wait. So we talked about patience in the process. It's really just a continuation of the patience in the process. So patience while you wait. Well, I started to talk about Abraham and Sarah. They had to wait, right? So their patience was definitely tried. And then talking about being single and why you wait, like to be married, that could be a number of different things while you wait. So waiting to find who you're going to marry and then waiting for other things like physical things is a whole nother issue. Now, some people have conquered that and they have their story. They have their story, of we met each other, we got to know each other, we were around each other, and then we decided to date, and then we abstained, and then, that is such a great story. In reality, it's a lot harder for some people than other people. I say that because some of us have been in other relationships. Some of us have been married before. Some of us have had serious relationships before we got close to God, even. And it makes it harder to abstain. But I would encourage anyone, if you're a virgin, if you've never had sex, continue to wait as long as you can and be with someone that you love and marry them and be with them. It will help you if you haven't had sex to wait longer. It's harder, but it doesn't mean it's not doable. And the thing is that you want to preserve yourself. And part of being patient is doing just that. And I'm not perfect. I'm not saying this is one of those things that I have a gift in. I'm not gonna lie about it. However, God can help you through anything. And there's other things to wait for. Some people have been boyfriend and girlfriend and they're adults for quite some time, and somebody else, somebody is waiting for the ring, or waiting to get proposed to, or waiting. And it's like to be patient and waiting. Some things you have to decide, is this worth waiting for? Is this ever going to happen? And would I say yes if it did? Does this even make sense? Why am I here? What are we really doing here? You know? So waiting for crap is not worth waiting for. But having patience and waiting when it's worthwhile, oh child, then it's so much of more of a satisfying feeling when you're waiting for something. It's like when you're really, really hungry and then somebody made your favorite meal. It's like that could have been the only meal on earth that you could have had, and you just feel like it's so delicious because you have you were hungry, you know what it was going to taste like before you even tasted it. It's your fave, and you're like, you almost catch the feels over the flavor of the food by just smelling it, because you're like, I'm hungry, this is what I wanted, you desired it, and then you finally get it in front of you. You want to enjoy that food. you are like, this is about to be so good. And then once you have it and you eat it, you're like so satisfied because it was worth waiting for. Like if somebody on the way is like, you want to grab something, you want to get some fries, you want to get something else, and you know you have this home cooked good meal waiting for you, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna pass on that because it's just gonna get in the way of me, having room for dinner. Let me wait. So instead of you being upset and like acting hangry, that's hungry / angry together. Instead of acting like that, you're just like, okay, I'll be all right. I'll make it. It doesn't mean you're less hungry. It just means later you're going to enjoy that food so much more because you really waited for it. So some things are worth waiting for, and some things you need to go ahead and pass on. You're just waiting and it's wasting time. There's a difference between being patient for something good and just wasting time. And you have to determine that through your own decision making as an adult or as however old you are. And so I would say that, it's very much so worth it when you're being patient for something that's worthwhile. Okay, so that's about it for today. I'm trying to make these shorter and shorter because I can go on and talk. So I just wanted to motivate you. And I just feel like I have to put my voice out there so people can get little tidbits of some of the things I think. It's just my 2 cents in the world. So, yes. Patience while waiting. You can do it. This is Monique Linnell, 10-4, over and out.